You know, AI didn't invent sounding boring and formulaic, it just made it easier. We've all sat through PowerPoint presentations, you know, the death by PowerPoint ones, where it's normally a middle-aged, middle management man who throws together a bunch of slides and just talks through all the bullet points, reads them as though just you could read them yourself on a screen. Back in my days as a translator, I've translated presentations of up to 200 or 300 slides. I pity the poor people who had to sit through those. I want to give you now 3 ways where you can sound like an AI version of the best 1970s presentation without actually having to fire up ChatGPT or any other AI tool. Over-explain everything. Just go into excessive detail, all the steps, all the small little details that no one really cares about deep down. Breaking things down and speaking without any real context. Because we've always wanted too much detail. We've always wanted things over-explained. Because how else would we do doodles during presentations? How else would my minds be diverted and thinking about things completely, you know, what you're going to have for lunch or what you're going to have for dinner? Because that's far more important than the presentation you are doing. Use formal, sterile language because, well, you know, you've got to be professional, otherwise people won't take you seriously. Don't use contractions, don't use things that everyday people use. Don't use language that you'd use down the pub or anything like that, because people need to know that you're serious about what you do. So you need to use all the buzzwords, all the terms that no one thinks they understand, but everyone thinks they understand, but no one quite does, because that would be distracting from the point of the whole presentation, which is at least to confuse you, if not to totally bamboozle you. Maintain perfect sentence structure, because again, coming back to being professional, never trail off, never use slang instead of, you know, filler words like you know, all that, because that just, people wouldn't take you seriously if you did that, would they? Be polite, balanced, relentlessly, because, well, you don't want emotion or bias. You don't want opinion. That would be far too radical. Always acknowledging the other party's statement and with a balance, well, you know, I understand your perspective. No, that would be far too, what's the word? Oh look, I'm using filler words here again. That's really not very professional, is it? And lastly, and this is perhaps my favourite one, is insert meta clarifications. Explain what you're about to do. I know they say in presentations that you should say what you're going to say it, and then explain what you already said. But you don't say that outright. You don't say, I'm now going to explain the 3 points where I'm going to, and then you go and explain the 3 points. Why would you not do that? Why would you not waste people's time just explaining what you're going to do and then doing it? I don't know. Now, of course, I hope you understand the irony here, because we've all sat through boring presentations and we don't need AI to resume that again, because what I'm yet again pleading with you to do is to be personal, is to be real, is to be a little bit irreverent, is to be you, is to be personal, because in this increasingly AI world, and I've yet to find a non-AI way of saying that, but in this world, the people that are going to make the difference, the people that are going to be at a premium, are the people who can be real, the people who can be human, the people who can turn up and portray themselves as actual human beings, people that your clients want to work with. You know, it beats me that so many businesses are quite scared of doing this. So if you'd like to start telling your story on your own, if you'd like to start working out what your story is, well, there's a link in the description to how to tell your story where you've got no idea where to start. Otherwise, if this has been of any use to you, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, and I'll see you next time.